Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new vlog. 1 second. Say hi. This week, I thought I would take the opportunity for this vlog to totally organize my kitchen cabinets. Now, if you missed the video where I purged so many things and reorganized my food cabinet into jars, I made it look like a Pinterest-worthy kitchen cabinet. I will link it up here. It's working great. I love the jars, but there's still a few things that I need to change, especially now that I'm home like so much and cooking more. I have more dried ingredients, more, like pantry staples. So that means I need to do some reorganizing. This is what my cabinets look like right now. As you can see, overflowing with a lot of food and in need of some organization. I think it's a pretty simple fix. I have a ton of baskets and, like containers and stuff that I have collected that I'm going to implement in these cabinets. I'm really excited. I love organizing. Oh, Lottie's in the basket. Okay, let's get started. This is the first cabinet. So not like too bad, but as you can see, some of the dried goods are overflowing into this cabinet, and this is really meant to be like just jars full of dried goods. And then this cabinet also just bursting at the seams. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just take everything out. Well, like most things. I love just starting with a blank slate. So yeah, let's do that. Got my hair up. It's already getting hot and I haven't even started working. Okay, let's start with this cabinet. So the first thing I'm gonna do is wipe down the bottoms of these cabinets. They're not too bad, but it's nice to give it a little refresh. Now, the first solution I have for my bowls and plates and stuff, I got 2 of these. You've probably seen them before, but they are so great for maximizing vertical space in a cabinet. So I think I'm gonna put my small plates up here. And then underneath, have these bowls. Like already that's giving me half a cabinet back, which is great. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 of these side by side, and that should hold all my dishware. Before it was just like spilling over onto either side. It just was not working. Oh my gosh, already so much better. So I just put the dishware up there, and now I'm thinking, doesn't it make more sense on the bottom shelf, which I think it does. So I'm gonna move it down to the bottom shelf and then add baskets on the 2nd and 3rd shelf for dried goods. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, that makes way more sense because it's way more accessible now. So I have these baskets. These are just white bins. I would love to know what you guys organize your pantry staples in. I feel like in the States, if you're watching and you live in the States, I feel like in the States there's so many more options for like organizational items that look really great. Here, a lot of containers are expensive, or they just like don't look the best. So these aren't like my ideal organizational bins, but we're gonna make do. So I think I'm gonna put 2 up here. And this is where I'm going to put cans of food and then other dried goods in here. Don't mind my dirty dishes. I'm cleaning them after this. Okay, now on the top shelf, I'm gonna use this basket for bread. And then beside, I think I'm just gonna put boxes of snacks. Now, I wanna say that I really wish that there was clear bins at the store that I went to. I went to the dollar store here in Canada. It's open, but obviously they have a limited selection of items. So it's not like super ideal that I can't see in these bins, but I'm not someone who has like a family. I don't have 5 mouths to feed. It's just me. So I do know what I have most of the time. So these are a good like temporary solution just to fix all of the overflow for now. But yeah, I'm gonna put all of my bread items at the top in this and then start stacking snacks to the side. Okay, that looks good. Feels so much better. Okay, so it's time to tackle this second cabinet. I love these jars. They're from IKEA. These labels I will also link down below. They're from Etsy. Their custom labels are so beautiful, but the top has gotten a little out of hand. I'm doing a lot more baking, so I have a lot more baking essentials. So I'm just going through, again, reorganizing everything. I'm using baskets again, which I think is really helpful, and just making this really pretty. Okay, so down here I've just used a basket like this to put olive oil, balsamic vinegar, salt, soy sauce, so all of those things grouped together. Now for the everyday kind of things like peanut butter, pepper, honey, I think I'm gonna put those in a smaller bin just to have those at easy reach. Also, of course there is a jar dedicated to chocolate. Why would there not be? I'm gonna add some more onto this shelf. So now all I'm left with is almond flour, some rice that I need to put in a couple empty jars that I have. So I don't have another label because I ordered all custom labels. So I just used my retro label maker. And one thing I want to shout out that you guys commented in my last pantry reorganization, which was a really good tip, was to tape the expiry date onto the bottom of the jar. You could also do this for a recipe on the back or the nutrition facts. But yeah, I thought that was a really great hack, just to tape it on the bottom so you know when the food in the jar has expired. Okay, now it's time to tackle this shelf. You guys, best news. I found the custom labels. I had some left over. So I'm gonna replace that retro label with one of these. The A-type in me was like, I hate that it doesn't match. But now it does. Perfection. Now for the bigger canisters of things, I got a slightly bigger jar just so it would fit all of it. This is red pepper seasoning. Okay, so in this little container is baking stuff. So baking cups, cocoa powder, vanilla extract. I'm just gonna put this up here. I like to have a designated spot for everything because then I can just pull this out when I'm baking and I know that I'm probably gonna find what I'm looking for. And then I'm gonna add my spices up here. I looked for one of those like spice racks or like Lazy Susans for these, but The dollar store didn't have any. So definitely when I'm able to like go out and shop again, I'm gonna get something for the spices, because this isn't super ideal to be able to like look through, you know, all the spices. So I'm gonna reorganize this at some point, but for now, that looks way better than it did. Okay, so this basket filled with tea is overflowing. So I had the idea to maybe put the individual tea sachets in here. Let's see if it works. Oh my gosh, this is so satisfying. Guys, did I just come up with a hack, or is this already a hack? Yes! Okay, and then this one. Also, these were $1.25 from the dollar store. Okay, and then obviously these have to stay in the tins because they're not wrapped, so that's fine. I am super thrilled with that. Okay, so up here I have all of my smoothie stuff, so like my protein powder, my blender, this is the coffee and tea station, some extra oat milk, and then down here is what I'm going to do next. So this is just gonna be glassware, I think. They just save so much space. My wine glasses were all like pressed up against that side, but now they're all nice and tidy. I know I can just like easily grab them without knocking anything down. Oh, I love it. So you guys, it is the next morning. Last night I finished cleaning the kitchen. I reorganized a few other cupboards, just, you know, did those like finishing touches. And honestly, what a difference. I feel so good inside knowing that all of these cupboards are now organized and makes sense. It wasn't that they were like disorganized before, it was just that things were overflowing on top of each other. I couldn't like grab a wine glass without knocking all the other glasses down. I didn't even know what teas I had. Tea is a big thing in this apartment. So now it is more organized, it's functional. Like I mentioned before, I do want to make some adjustments once, you know, the world goes somewhat back to normal and I have more access to different stores. I wanna make sure that I get clear bins so that I can actually see the food I have. I know that there's lots of different ways to like organize canned goods. So yeah, this is just a temporary solution, but I am really happy with how it looks. Are you guys ready to see? Okay, let's take a look at what these cabinets looked like before. thank you guys so much for watching this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed organizing my cabinets with me. I hope you guys are all staying safe and sane and are finding projects like this to keep you occupied. This took me a couple hours. I feel so much better. It was something to do. It was a challenge. And yeah, I hope it inspires you to organize and clean your own home. Okay, I will see you guys on Saturday for another video. Bye.